Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Astrology Today. My name is Mel Rose, and I'm here to share your daily aspects. Today, the guidance is overwhelmingly this. We know what is in our hearts, and we can take action on it at this time, and that will be blessed. The outcome is blessed. And if what is in our hearts, if the desire is in the direction of being the better, higher version of ourselves that we would like to see ourselves be, if that action, that thing that is in our heart is toward, having a more fully expressed life for ourselves, however that would look for you, then, we can really take flight with those blessings and get something done. So think about your intentions and really think about what it is, in what direction in your life you would like to expand. Okay, let's get into these aspects. Today is Wednesday, September 7, 2022. The sun is in Virgo and the waxing gibbous moon is in Aquarius. While we diligently labor at bringing some goals to completion, our hearts go out to the community, our allies, and those social and civic networks that we rely on for support. Venus is now also in Virgo. The interactions we draw in at this time are purposeful and packed with supportive information. Mutable earth and fixed air. We are physically active and fixed on our bigger objectives today. First, let's take a look at what the moon is doing. Here's the moon on the wheel. At 8:45 this morning, moon goes sextile to Jupiter. That's Central Standard Time, friends. Cancer, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Good vibes and cooperative interactions are the hallmark of this aspect. We can be very good company and our gifts are well received. Then at 12:48, moon goes trine to Mercury. Gemini, Cancer, and Virgo, those are your vibes. Our hearts and minds are in a position to bring us blessings at this time. So express what is in there. I have it on good authority that Spirit is listening. Then at 1:24 this afternoon, moon reaches its perigee. When the moon is at its closest approach to the earth, which is what perigee is, the tides of the world's waters and of the individual's hearts are pulled more strongly than usual. If the feelings are more intense than you thought they would be, you're not alone, and this exists on a spectrum. In 2 weeks, we'll be back to the apogee, and a little more space will be given to us to consider what we're feeling. Then at 3:13 this afternoon, moon goes trine to Mars, Aries, Cancer, and Scorpio. From the heart, we have a sacred feeling, will to act on what we feel. Follow that urge, friends. It's all tied together in this grand trine we get to discuss today. It's like good fortune is raining down when we take initiative. On the sun side of the page today at 8:39 in the evening, sun goes quincunx to Chiron, Aries and Leo. These are your vibes, and that's that aspect right there. The sun is doing a few interesting things today. In addition to this quincunx to Chiron, it opposes Neptune and is square to Mars. All of this can add up to a pretty challenging day. And the quincunx to Chiron at the heart of it says, we hesitate to be our most authentic selves at this time, especially in the outer life where we work, socialize, or get involved in civic events. Especially if we find ourselves doing things out of impatience that don't really reflect what we truly want from a situation. We're not truly being ourselves, and all of this comes back to bite us in one way or the other. So I can't guarantee a good outcome, but my guidance says that this will be the least bumpy path. Practice patience when you feel impatient. Take stock of what is real for you in that moment and put up a good defense. but only where you must. Some other stuff I'd like to highlight, which is in progress on the Wheel of the Zodiac. We have this grand trine right here, grand trine right there. Mercury, Moon, and Mars. And then, as if to make it even better, there's a kite here with Jupiter. So Jupiter aspects all three of those signs and gives that trine, that triple blessing, some sort of lift, some sort of movement, some sort of tension to get going, right? So let's break it down. Our personal experience, how it feels to be us, is in this ideal harmonic position with our rational mind and our sense of courage and initiative. And those two planets, Mercury and Mars, are also trine to one another. The three trines together make what is called a grand trine. And yes, well, you see that. In this configuration, the influence of these planets is bringing us blessings, confidence, interest, emotional and rational clarity, combined with a strong will to act. But to act on what? Taken by itself, the trine brings good fortune from these parts of our person, but being so blessed, we may not feel a need to do anything about it. This is where Jupiter comes in, aspecting all three of the planets. Jupiter is opposite to Mercury while being sextile to Moon and Mars. Jupiter is our good fortune friend, the one that currently asks us to clear out any mental blockades we may have put up to our personal growth, thoughts, attitudes, and dispositions that may have helped us in the past, but now just show up as stumbling blocks to progress or being shown the door right now. I encourage you to give a little bit of thought to that, okay? What am I habitually thinking, saying, or doing that gets in the way of my personal progress? Maybe it's a bad attitude about people who have nice cars and live in wealthy neighborhoods. Maybe it's a thought about ourselves that we don't deserve to live in a beautiful place where we feel supported. Maybe it's a simple unwillingness to give yourself a break when you do something that doesn't work and you have to start over. Whatever the case is, now is a good time to identify these mental habits so that we can begin to cut them loose. And of course, we have these retrogrades, Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, Jupiter, Chiron, and Uranus. Pretty much all of our outer planets, the ones that govern a lot more of our outer life facets, have the appearance of moving backward along their regular trajectories around the sun. So the backward motion is an illusion, but a powerful one. One retrograde will cause ripples in our perception of the planetary energies that cause us to personally reassess how we approach that part of our lives. 6 going on 7 retrograde planets among the 11 we generally watch can cause us to wonder if there is any such thing as a regular way for things to go any longer. And the ripples, they become more like turbulence, and we have to look sharp to navigate these waters. This turbulence includes and will also combine external changes in our lives and the way they transform us on the inside, our dedication to the community and the support we rely on there, what it means to expand our hearts and minds to make room for the greater things we want for our lives, what it is to see clearly when you've been living in an illusion, what it means to let go of old defensive patterns that we no longer need, and how we respond to surprises and rapid changes. Change is the only true constant, friends. And right now, a lot of the change is happening within. It seems like a lot because it is. So please, my friends, go easy on yourself and others. After all, it's hard to see the virtue in being difficult. Coming up on Friday, we will discuss Venus's quincunx with Jupiter, and we may have to guard ourselves against being excessive or extravagant with our money or our loving hearts. And Mercury goes retrograde for 3 weeks on Friday. A not at all subtle reminder to slow down and give our daily tasks our full attention. And then the full moon in Pisces on Saturday will have us really feeling the joy and connection of the fully lit night sky. And that's it for today's astrology, friends. Thank you for tuning in. Please like my video, subscribe to the channel, click the notifications bell. I post here every day and I wouldn't want you to miss a thing. For a longer, less formal version of this reading that includes further insight from Tarot, please check out my other channel, Astrology Today and Tarot with Mel Rose. The link is in the description. I appreciate you all so much for tuning in. My love and gratitude go out to each and every one of you. And I will see you all back here tomorrow for more Astrology Today.